I don't have a sugar daddy. I've never had a sugar daddy. If I wanted a sugar daddy, yes, I probably could go out and get one because I am what? Sickening. You could never have a sugar daddy because you are not that kind of girl.
Number 10. Come on, Teletubby. When it comes to weird and wonderful drag queens, there are plenty of icons to choose from. But Season 1 queen and All-Stars returnee Tammy Brown arguably takes the cake.
Hey, look who's here! Wow.
During a particularly charged Untucked argument between Mimi I'm First and almost every other All-Star, Tammy tries to lighten the mood with a little improv.
Ha! Ha!
I'm acting.
Naturally, her deliciously stupid non sequiturs only confuse her co-stars. When she joins the fight and takes a dig at Manila Luzon's Teletubby-esque runway look, she can't help but come off as completely unhinged.
Well, come on, Teletubby! Teleport us to Mars!
But that's why we love her, isn't it? Number 9. Kennedy doesn't die, she crystallizes. Is she a chicken or a horse? Well, that all depends on how you interpret this.
Giddy up, girl.
Watching this Season 7 episode, it's hard to imagine things could get crazier than the Whatever Happened to Merle Ginsburg acting challenge.
Oh my God, you scared me. I didn't see you there.
Not very observant for a judge, bitch.
But indeed, that is what happens when Kennedy Davenport walks down the runway, or does she gallop, in this ensemble. The look has become iconic for all the wrong reasons. It's hard to really focus on one thing at a time here, with the little splashes of red, the dirt brown fabric, and the tufts of horsehair everywhere.
A morality tale. Do not go to Tijuana for your plastic surgery.
No.
Almost funnier than her fashion faux pas is Kennedy's attempt to explain the deep and very meaningful inspiration behind it.
But you know, I didn't die.
Okay.
I had crystallized.
Oh.
And now I'm a glamazon bitch ready for the runway.
We'll have what she's having. Number 8. Alyssa Dearest. Alyssa Edwards had to redeem herself after her terrible Snatch Game performance on Season 5. She came back for All-Stars 2 with a vengeance and a hatred for wire hangers.
Wire hangers, Joan?
No wire hangers ever!
As classic Hollywood screen goddess Joan Crawford, Alyssa almost comes close to topping the one and only Faye Dunaway in wacky diva histrionics. The funniest thing about it, though, aside from the eyebrows, is that nothing she says makes all that much sense.
This ain't my first time.
Yes.
But as Rue puts it sure is entertaining. Hey, when you're as funny as Alyssa Edwards, you can get away with not making sense. Number 7. Miss Vanjie. Has a first-out queen ever made a mark in this many episodes of a season?
Vanessa Vanjie Mateo. You've done your house proud.
Vanessa Vanjie Mateo may not have lasted through all of Season 10, but her spirit and memorable exit line lived on. Unable to think of anything else to say as she leaves the runway, Mateo decides to just repeat her own name 3 times.
Miss Vanjie. Miss Vanjie. Miss Vanjie.
It's like she's summoning the spirit of a long-dead witch in a bathroom mirror. Well, let's just say the catchphrase caught on. Repeated, remixed, and memed within an inch of its life, the quote is still one of the most memorable and deranged from the show's many seasons.
Well, Vanjie's a multi-purpose thing. You can use it for whatever.
It's like gay aloha now. Yeah. It's like hello, goodbye, and thank you.
Number 6. Face Off in the Workroom. Ah yes, the silence heard round the world. Rue has lost her temper with queens on more than one occasion.
Don't waste my time. I don't want to see any H&M.
But few queens have the courage to fight back. During a now infamous workroom face-off, Season 7 contestant Pearl clearly resents Rue's criticisms of her personality and lack of energy in the challenges.
You have a very big personality. Pearl, you do not have a very big personality. How are you going to overcome that for this award?
The host seems to want a breakthrough moment for the cameras. Pearl knows it and just delivers sass right back.
I think that I have a great personality, actually.
Naturally, rumors abound about backstage tension between the two. But even putting those aside, the moment is so uncomfortable that many of us still remember where we were when we first saw it. It's like a glitch in the Drag Race Matrix.
So there's something on my face.
Number 5. Stop relying on those butterflies. Talk about a lip sync that will live in infamy. When Season 10 finalist Asia O'Hara's butterfly reveal does not go as planned, the cringe factor is ratcheted up to 10.
That's right.
In a moment, all of her dreams of winning the crown are snuffed out in front of an entire audience. What's worse is that the whole time, these lethargic butterflies are at risk of being stomped, slammed, and crushed under the weight of heels and padded thighs. Mo Hart's horrified face in the audience sums it all up for us. It's such an absurd ending to the contestants' great season that even the butterflies seem stunned. Number 4. Be attacked. Be very attacked. As one of Season 6's most polarizing queens, Laganja Estranja was at the heart of some controversy.
I've never heard one of you guys say that my voice is annoying. How am I to know?
When things come to a head during the Drag Queens of Comedy episode, the Untucked Lounge becomes the site of one of the show's biggest meltdowns. Laganja is accused of being phony and essentially having 2 different personalities.
I think I have been 100% Jay, and I'm sorry that it's been annoying, and I'm sorry that you feel I've tried to be something that I'm not.
The heat soon gets to her, leading to a now classic announcement.
I feel very attacked!
It's difficult to watch, to say the least. Storming off in a whirl of tears and fury, Laganja seems legitimately broken by the whole experience. So, of course, folks quickly responded with memes, making sure the wild moment would never be forgotten.
I don't know if we handled that the best way.
Number 3. She'd like to keep it on, please. Valentina is a trendsetter. She was refusing to take off her mask before COVID was even a thing. She's also the first queen to make RuPaul literally stop a lip sync and ask for a retake.
Valentina, this is a lip sync for your life. We need to see your lips. Take that thing off of your mouth.
I'd like to keep it on, please.
The second time performing Ariana Grande's Greedy, it becomes pretty clear that Valentina just doesn't know the words.
Oh, she doesn't know the words.
It's a moment that defies understanding for millions of fans. Why would she think she wasn't gonna get called out for covering her face during a lip sync? Why would a frontrunner just give up like this? There's $100,000 waiting for the winner at the season's finish line, and she had what it takes to get there.
Valentina, I thought you had the stuff to go all the way.
Perhaps she just wasn't greedy enough to learn her lyrics? Number 2. Utica's medley of faces. Utica Queen is arguably the season 13 queen with the most clockable theater kid energy. And that's saying something when Rosé is standing right there. RuPaul's innocent question about whether the Minnesota queen partakes in the consumption of certain substances inspires one of the longest pauses in the herstory of reality TV.
Have you ever smoked weed before?
Any boring old Joe might just say yes or no, but not Utica. She decides to make a series of increasingly bizarre faces in response. Topping it all off is how RuPaul enters a state of euphoric laughter that takes over the room.
Oh my God! Please do that in your character. Just let it all out. What it is that you do, do that.
Based on this moment, we have a pretty good idea of the answer to the host's initial question. Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. The cheerleading challenge. Drag queens were harmed during the making of this ill-conceived challenge.
I land and I feel my knee pop, but I knew there was no way I was stopping. Bitch, I'm on a roll.
Alaska's tantrum. She does not take landing in the bottom well.
The end of the road is flashing before my eyes. It's really hard to take.
Ornacia. Before there was Vivacious, there was Ornacia, and a hilariously clumsy reveal.
Mother has arrived.
BB's Drag Up Your Life performance. She delivers a verse that's deliciously bizarre.
You can take my snatch, drag it up, wheel it up, give me more, bring it to the ball.
Ginny Lemon's exit. This queen left the stage during the lip sync without any explanation and cackling to boot. Number 1, a little pick-me-up. India Farah really gets carried away with this one. And we mean that literally. When Mimi On First starts planting herself between India and the judges during their lip sync, the latter goes down to the panel to make sure they can see her. Baby, don't leave me this way. But Mimi collects her like a stray puppy who wandered out of the yard, flings her over her shoulder, and carries her back to the stage. It's giving unsafe working conditions. It's giving lawsuit. In fact, it's not giving. It's actually deeply uncomfortable for everyone involved.
I was honestly scared, and all I could do was scream.
Get her off of me!
The fact that it doesn't devolve into an actual fight is probably the most shocking thing about it.
Drag is not a contact sport.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Ms. Mojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.